You might want to move to New York City, where groceries will soon be free. Oh no, a Democratic Socialist won the primary in New York City. Quick, somebody check the Statue of Liberty, make sure it's not holding a hammer and sickle. If you think affordable groceries is where society falls apart, maybe the problem here isn't so much socialism as it is capitalism has made you allergic to empathy. You're not upset that New York City might make it easier for people to feed themselves, you just don't see why it's a problem when they starve. For decades, conservatives have been ringing the alarm bell, letting us know that if socialism takes off in this country, then people could get things like food and shelter and healthcare and dignity, and they just can't have that. Having a Democratic Socialist win the primary in New York City is one of the greatest things politically that I have seen in my lifetime. And do you want to know why? I bet you don't. Because now that progressives have seen a Democratic Socialist actually run for office and win, now they feel like it's possible, and a lot more of them are going to run for office. And the more of them we can get into office, the more we can swing the pendulum back to the left. And I know, Republicans think that we're already living in a socialist hellscape, basically communist, but we do not even have a true left wing in this country. Our Democratic Party is where the Republican Party was probably under George Bush. We are the only first world nation that has not prioritized healthcare as a right. Other countries have things like paid maternity and paternity leave. They have things like free higher education. The train was invented in the United States, and look at our shameful rail system. In places like Europe and Asia, they've got rail systems everywhere, and it's super cheap, and that's why these people travel all around. This is the reason why most people haven't bothered to move out of the town they grew up in. Because big oil wants to keep those cars and trucks on the road. They don't want people getting around inexpensively. How does that benefit them? So when people on the right try and threaten me with socialism or democratic socialism, I'm just like, don't threaten me with a good time. But the thing is, though, I used to be like you. I used to eat up that fear-mongering just as much. I was just like, oh, we can't have that in this country, because if we do, things are going to get bad here. How are they going to get bad? I don't know, but I was told socialism is going to destroy America, so we can't have that. So no, New York City's not going to get free groceries, but they're going to get more access to groceries if this guy gets into office, and they will probably be more affordable, which I don't see why you would have a problem with that. Why is it when people's lives become easier everywhere, that is a problem for people on the right? Why is that? It's like y'all see compassion as some sort of a disease or something, and that's just sad. So yeah, I hope New York City gets a Democratic Socialist as a mayor. Not just because it'll be easier for them, but because it'll piss off the right so goddamn much.